Let's go back to this Hometown Heroes Bond and TBA program. TBA is what you're used to now. That's the Hometown Heroes, first responders, veterans, all that. The bond program is where it's opening up to everyone. All right, here it starts on July 3rd. July 1st is on a Saturday. It has $100 million in funds, but that's going to run out in like 4 to 5 months. So you need to tackle this right away. Get out there, find your clients, and get on this before the funds run out. It has no occupational requirements. However, you must work 35 hours a week minimum, and I've got to prove that. Must work in a brick and mortar office, okay? Even though you work, let's say, for a company, you have a little office down here at the headquarters in Minnesota, that's fine. You have a brick and mortar office here in Florida. It's got income and loan limits, and I'll show those to you in a minute. You must be a first-time home buyer. 3 years taxes to prove that. So I'll have to get 3 years of taxes to prove that you have not owned a home in 3 years. Including veterans, which unlike the TVA loan, they didn't have to prove that, but on this one, they do. Buying in targeted areas. Do not have to be a first-time home buyer. That's something I'll figure out. We have these certain websites we can figure out if an area is targeted or not. We'll talk about that one-on-one whenever you send your deal in. Must be a primary residence and a Florida resident. When people ask, how can you be a Florida resident? As soon as you buy a home, you become a Florida resident. So that'll take care of that. Can't be investment or second home. All right, here's the income limits now. This is different than the TBA program. TBA is probably about $40,000 high. All right, so for this program in Manatee and Sarasota County, $91,400 for 1 or 2 people in the household. All right, $105,110 for 3+ people, and if you're in a targeted area, it's a little bit higher, $109,680. Loan amount target, $515,804 for non-targeted areas, and $634,28 for targeted areas. That's Manatee and Sarasota County. I threw Charlotte County here for the folks to my south. So $86,850, 1 to 2 folks, $99,877, 3+. Targeted $102,600. And loan amounts, they drop a little bit down there. So the non-targeted $481,176, and the targeted areas are $588,104. These are your loan amounts. So if you buy a house a little bit higher and you use the down payment, that's what this is. Let's see here. Minimum credit score is 640. For manufactured homes, 660. Acceptable properties, single family homes, townhomes, condo, manufactured home, but it's got to be a 1994 or newer, and 2 to 4 unit properties. Non-occupying cosigner is not allowed. All right, that's you cannot have, like on some FHA loans, you have a non-occupying co-borrower, not allowed. Include the whole house income, even if it's just you on the loan and your wife is not on the loan, but she works, we have to include her income to make sure you don't go over the cap. And there's a one-time use of this program. You use it one time, you don't get to use it again. The old loan used to have a 1% loan origination fee to the Florida housing financing, but they took that away. Very nice of them. Down payment and closing only. You can't pay down debt. You can't pay realtor commission. This is for closing and down payment only. Max debt to income is 50%. And these are all hard stops. Actually, I think the max debt income goes, as long as you get an AOS approval, 50, but it kind of, on some of the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, it goes to 50.49. So something I'll work on when we get our clients together. All right, so what's it all about? Well, it's about the same thing, but it's 5% of the loan amount up to $35,000. However, there is a $10,000 minimum, meaning I guess there were some folks maybe up in I think he said the Jacksonville area or something up there that prices were $180,000, so 5% of that is $9,000. Well, no, they're going to give $10,000 minimum. You got $150,000 property, you're getting $10,000 minimum on this program. It's a 0% non-amortizing loan. Must be paid back when you refi or sell the house. Is not forgivable. Doc stamps and intangible taxes are exempt. Self-employed's okay. You just have to verify with the taxes or maybe a letter from CPA that they're Florida resident, they have a Florida owned business. It can be combined with any type of loan type. This is obviously a second mortgage, so FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional. The rates are determined by Florida Housing. We don't determine the rates. We go to the website and see what it is on a daily basis. And the lender must be approved for this bond program. Even if you are approved for the other program, TBA, you have to be approved for this one. We are here at Movement. This good, but your brokers, if you work with brokers, they're not going to be approved for this. So you might as well find someone else. So that's that. And thanks. If you got any questions, I'm sure you'll have a bunch. Just reach out to me, text or email, anything like that. Remember, this starts July 3rd. Take care, folks.